guys, it's me, Red Dinosaur, and today in Forza Horizon 5 with the Porsche 911 GT3, the car for this week in Forza Horizon 5 that you can get for only 20 points on this week playlist. So right here we have the 992 version of the Porsche 911 GT3. One of the coolest cars that you can have on the game, sits on the middle of the GT3 RS and a base Porsche 911. So if you believe that the 911 is a bit too tame, but the GT3 RS is too obnoxious for you, you can always pick the GT3. And this car also has a few little perks that makes it really good, besides even the GT3 RS. You can have a manual option on the GT3 that obviously the GT3 RS doesn't have, and also a package that makes the car even more sleek. You can take off the spoiler and all the sporty bits and make it a bit more subtle. That is the touring package. And this car looks really nice. I think the GT3 touring package makes for one of the coolest and most elegant types of Porsche 911. And one of the favorites of the consumers of the brand. But right here we have the standard GT3 that is cool as well. I think it's one of the oldest 992 variants of the Porsche 911 because I think it got added quite earlier in Forza Horizon 5, much earlier than I started covering the game. So really nice, and it's a car that even for all the years that Forza Horizon 5 has, it still holds its value. And that's something we're gonna talk right now in the performance on the game. And this car is a blast. It's one of my recommendations, and it's something that I wanted to make a video of because it's a car that has really good acceleration even on some sort of the top with four-wheel drive cars. Like, it's not as fast as an Aventador, but it's still pretty quickly in acceleration. The handling is one of the best that you can have on S1900, probably surpassed by extreme track toys like the GT3 cars or race cars. I think the GT3 is one of the best in terms of handling in the game. In its class, is one of the top. That again is only surpassed by racing cars. But I think the best for this car is the braking and the limits you can push this car. This car is quite quick. It can maintain its top speed. But also you can push the limits to this car to some ways that other track toys will have an issue with. I think this GT3 is up a little bit subpar to the STO, and even to this day, even for years, this car is my favorite track toy to use. Besides the STO and other cars, this GT3 is really good, especially if you're starting the game, because again mixes a lot of good things about performance that you can get very early and that it make you very competitive in races. Overall, one of my favorite cars in the game, a car that even to this day is really fast and that still holds its value in the game. It's still very competitive, it's still really quick, and is still a good track toy on its class. I think it is one of the best cars that you can get. So yeah, completely recommended. I think if you miss it for this week, it's available on the Backstage Pass. So you can actually just get one on that section. If you have like a Backstage Passes to spare, you can get one by just going there. But really good car overall. Even if you are just searching for the RS, it's good to have a GT3 because it mixes really good acceleration and is not being harmed by the penalties of drag that the RS has. So you can have like a mix of both, like leave your GT3 RS for tracks and small circuits, and have a GT3 for those sprints with long straight lines. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your opinion in the comment section about the 992 GT3. If you like it, if you not, if you want to get in your collection, or you want to skip it. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.